Alright, so I had some problems with my Grizzly magnetic assembly. I made a video about this before. I was having problems that I thought was with the switch, but it was really this part, or this part. This is some kind of thermal overload, and this is the magnetic switch. And couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. I took this thing all apart. I cleaned all the contacts and the coil that's inside here, and I tested the coil, and it had continuity. So mechanically I couldn't find anything wrong, but it just didn't want to stay engaged. I jammed this piece of wood in here, and that actually locks it in the closed position, so that I could turn my saw on and off from the circuit panel, which is on the other side of that wall. So that's how I was able to use my table saw for the past couple months. And now I'm ready to replace this part. I finally got my new part. I had a problem because Grizzly sent me the wrong part to begin with. This looks totally different. You gotta be kidding me. So, yeah, they sent me the part for a different machine, a 3-phase machine. So then I had to send that back and wait to get the replacement part for the correct machine. And then I was just kind of sidetracked with other things. But I'm ready to put it on now, but I just wanted to show what this looks like in here. And I did a video before showing what was happening when this thing failed. It didn't go bad all of a sudden. It kind of slowly went bad and sort of worked, and then sometimes it wouldn't work at all. But I don't know. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it, so I'm ready to replace the whole thing, and hopefully this works. It was a $200 part plus shipping, so I wasn't too happy about that. And yeah. Alright, I have everything hooked up. It's the moment of truth. Is it going to work?
Kidding.
Well, I don't know what to say. I guess I'm 80% disappointed because, well, it works a lot better. I was able to maintain the circuit, but it's not 100% here. I don't know. I mean, it has to be the part that they sent, because my old part, it wasn't working at all. Okay, I couldn't get the saw to stay on, and it was just sparking. This one is actually working. Didn't work the first time, then it stayed on. I don't really know what to say. Maybe the part just needs to break itself in a little bit. It didn't work. Now it's working. I mean, it's working a lot better, but I just paid $200 for a part that's not 100%, so I'm not really happy with that. You know, what a waste of time. But I have this to show you on the brighter side of things. Check this out. I was looking through this Fine Woodworking magazine back issue, and check it out. You can buy the same exact table saw I have. It looks exactly the same. The hand wheels are different, and check this out. They're advertising Square D magnetic controls made by Bridgewood. This is the 10-inch model, but they probably have the same 12-inch model. But you can buy the same equipment with better electronics from other companies. And you can also notice that the magnetic controls are easily accessible to the outside of the cabinet, whereas these are mounted in an inaccessible location inside the cabinet. And I just barely had enough wire to unplug those connections. So I had to be hunkered down in here for quite some time, and got everything hooked up, and it's not 100%. So I'm not happy. I'm going to have to call Grizzly again for like the 4th time and tell them that their part isn't 100%. I don't know. I don't know what else it could be. You know, the motor works fine. When I jammed this magnetic switch closed, I had no problems operating the motor. I don't know. I'll tell the Grizzly tech what's happening, and we'll go from there. But I got to spend more time on the phone. I could have just bought a Bridgewood to get the same exact saw with Square D electronics. So I guess what we can all learn about this is that, not all import brands are the same. But who knows? Maybe Square D is outsourcing their electronics to the same company that's making this crap. Who knows? It's just a brand name. It doesn't really mean anything. I don't know. I'm just talking out my ass. So there we go. I just wasted another hour. Maybe it'll make a great video. Ugh. Grizzly. Killing me.